Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for so much support on the recent videos. For today's video this week we are going to talk about how to improve sleep, how sleep is important for our training and all of that stuff around sort of sleep, and how to make it a lot better. So we all know the importance of sleep and how having enough sleep will affect our days and sort of how productive we are. My last video I talked about sort of mindset and our productivity levels, and that sort of can relate with the sleep. If you have enough sleep, then you're going to be a bit more productive, whereas if you have too little sleep, you're going to feel sort of tired, sluggish, and not be able to do much. Now we all know that, I'm sure we all know that the recommended amount of sleep is between sort of 6 to 8 hours a night per sort of for each adult. Some people need less, some people need more, but recommended amount is about 6 to 8, and that is where our body is sort of getting enough rest and recovery to be able to recover all of the muscles that have been broken down, all of the stress and hormones, and all of that other stuff as well. Most people say they get the recommended amount of sleep a night, but sometimes they can sort of toss and turn and have sort of restless nights, and that can actually lead to not having enough sleep. So if you think about having a 8-hour sort of night and you're sort of waking up every hour to 2 hours, then you're sort of reducing that amount of sleep, that quality sleep, down to a lot less than you actually think. Now if we're looking at how we can actually improve that, then we can look at sort of different categories to sort of make our sleep, or make our ability to get to sleep a lot better, or our quality of sleep a lot better as well. So we can break this down into sort of supplements, accessories, and any extras. Now I'll go into each category and sort of give you a few of mine that I use, and I know that work because they work for me, and I'll sort of talk you through them as well. So supplements, we can look at sort of taking, supplements before we go to bed to be able to help improve the quality of sleep and help us to get to sleep. So to start off, I'm going to start off with the CMAs, which are these, and they are zinc, magnesium, and some other sort of minerals that we need in our body to regulate sort of like hormones and minerals and stuff like that. So with the ZMAs, you tend to sort of take them just before you go to bed, and there's been a few studies sort of done on those sort of minerals where they actually help to improve the hormones released by the brain to improve the quality of sleep. Now I've used them in the past. First time I've used them, it was sort of like helped me out a lot better with sleep, and then after a while my body sort of got used to it. So I don't know if there's any sort of science behind it, but I would maybe recommend cycling them on and off. So you do like a couple of weeks using them and then a couple of weeks off, just so that your body doesn't get used to it, and that you can still get that full effect. So we can also look at taking sort of CBD supplements, and these you can get from sort of anywhere. Get them from like Holland and Barrett and stuff like that. Same with the ZMAs, you can get them from like My Protein, Holland and Barrett, and all of those. And what they are, they're basically, so CBDs are a variant of the cannabis plant, which takes the variant of cannabidiol, which means it's a strand off of that, it's a chemical off of that. So it is legal. A lot of people have sort of like a thought where they think that the CBD is illegal or is slightly a bit dangerous, but no, it isn't. It doesn't actually affect any of the sort of psychotic side, which when you do take cannabis or weed, you do sort of get like hallucinations, but that doesn't give any of it. What it does affect is sort of like the hormones and stuff like that, chemicals in your brain that sort of can help you to recover, reduce anxiety, reduce stress, and also improve sleep. And now I use them to improve my sleep quality, and it helps me to sort of get more of a restful sort of like night's sleep. And if like I'm sort of stressing for the next day, like for work or something, I would definitely take them before bed because it actually helps me to relax and calm myself. And that's something that I could recommend taking. I sort of tend to take them in drop forms. I have got the tablets because I ran out of the drops. So there's literally a couple of drops underneath the tongue before bed. Hold them for a couple of minutes, and then literally they will send you asleep pretty much quite quickly, which is pretty good. We can also look at sort of like supplements provided by supplement companies, and they come in sort of like a powder form. Now I know Alpha Neon, which is quite a local supplement company from my area, they provide a supplement powder that comes as a sleep aid. Now what you do is you mix that up like your sort of pre-workouts or an intro or a protein shake, just with water before you go to bed, and that is meant to sort of help you sleep, improve sleep quality, get you to sleep, and all of those sort of stuff that we want to increase. I haven't tried them personally, but I've heard from others that they actually do quite work, so I might be getting some myself. Next we can move on to sort of accessories. Now this can be sort of like fans, blue light blockers, diffusers, and all of that sort of stuff. I'll go through each of them again. So to start off, we're going to go with our blue light blockers, and you can get these are going to be glasses. You can get them without the orange tints, and you can get them with the orange tints. I'll explain sort of what's the difference. Now the reason why you might want to use them just outside of life as well, outside of sort of going to sleep, is they help to reduce sort of the stress given off from our screens that produce sort of artificial blue light, which can be quite harmful and dangerous to our eyes. Now if you're sort of like got an office job or sitting down in front of a computer every day, you might want to get some blue light blockers to help sort of reduce that harshness on the eyes. I would probably recommend to go without the orange tints if you're using those. But if you're using the orange tints, then you want to use them sort of before bedtime, and it sort of helps regulate the artificial light, stopping you from inhibiting you from sort of going to sleep, because the artificial light mimics the sort of sunlight and our body sort of gets confused with that. So with it being like sunny outside, we're going to sort of feel a bit more awake, and the artificial light from the blue screens is sort of going to trick our body into thinking that we are sort of like still in daytime, so we don't need to sleep. Now with the blue light blockers, that is going to reduce that. So by having the orange tints, it reduces sort of the artificial blue light that affects sort of like our body clock, and that is going to help us to fall asleep a bit better, and reduce eye stress as well, so it's going to be nice on your eyes. So we can also have a look at diffusers as accessories. Now I've got this little one here, just basic little one, that you just plug in and sort of put a little bit of oils or whatever you want. And they're quite good to create a sort of calming atmosphere in the bedroom. So what you want is to be able to go into the bedroom, feel sort of relaxed and stress-free, because if you are stressed and overthinking about stuff, you are going to struggle to sleep. But if you are sort of relaxed, stress-free, then you're going to find it a lot easier to get to sleep and have a deeper sleep. So using those with sort of like, we can talk about sort of essential oils, so like your eucalyptus and lavender, and they are going to create sort of like a nice calm atmosphere in the bedroom, which is going to help you find it easier to fall asleep and sort of feel more relaxed, and help you, it's going to help you to reduce your heart rate, reduce stress and all of those sort of stuff. And that's going to obviously lead to you having a easier night's sleep and a better night's sleep as well. So finally, on the accessories, we can look at sort of using a fan in the bedroom. Now they can sort of work as sort of like two purposes. So you've got like two-edged sword there. Fans are a great way to sort of keep the room cool, and to be able to create a cooler room will sort of help it easier to sleep, because it sort of helps you to lower your core temperature, lower your heart rate and all of that stuff, and having a cooler room will make it easier to fall asleep. And they also can act as like a white noise producer. Now white noise is quite a good way to help reduce stress, anxiety, and also keep your mind off of all of the things of overthinking all of the problems throughout the day, so it helps your mind sort of switch off in a way. White noise is brilliant. You can just use it from like an app or something. It's totally up to you. Cool, so finally we can talk about some extras. The extras that I will be talking about will be sort of like keeping having like a warm shower, and having a right sort of mattress for you. So start off with the right mattress. You want a mattress that is sort of like firm, but not too firm. And you want sort of to be able to be comfy on it, but sort of not like sink into it and sort of like not be able to get up in a sense. And that's going to sort of help you to have like a comfier sleep in that sense, but that can help out as well. Finally, we'll talk about sort of having a warm shower before bed. Now, warm showers help to sort of relax the muscles. Paired with a cold room afterwards, it can also help with sort of keeping the core temperature cooler than usual. It helps to keep the heart rate a lot slower, and also helps you to relax as well. Warm showers also benefit using the warmth to help remove lactic acid from the muscles, and help that whole rebuilding and repair process. And in turn, they can also help with improving sleep quality as well and getting easier to go to sleep. Right, so those are just a couple sort of things that you can do to help improve the quality of sleep and improve how easy it is to go to sleep. If there's anything you can take away from it to help you get to sleep, that's brilliant. Because sleep is so important. We do spend quite a bit of time of our lives sleeping, and obviously our body is repairing most of the time and rebuilding whilst we're sleeping, so it is necessary for everything, not just bodybuilding and fitness. So that's just the end of the video. If you'd like to hit the like and subscribe buttons, that would help me out a lot, and I'll see you soon.